Welcome back to another video. Thanks for clicking on the thumbnail. Today I'm at Fuji. We're in the Corvette. Never done a race at Fuji, and this is an incredibly high strength of field. Just a touch over 3,400. And really just trying to hoping to survive here. I put in a much better qualifying lap than I expected. I think it was like a 36.7. Track temp's nice and cool, but either way, I've been practicing like that all week, and yeah, that was definitely quick for me. So a little nervous. Lots of people in here that are a whole lot better than I am. So honestly, just trying to get some prep, get some practice under my belt for PRL this week, or I guess next week.
Slide back in your seat, buddy. Pull back on your
Just want a safe race. Try not to do anything incredibly dumb. I don't want to mess anybody up. Enjoy the show. Glad they're doing it like this. Let everybody bunch up. I guess the pace car did just go off. Safety car? Off we go.
Green flag.
Sounds like somebody is
Left side. In front of you, in front of you, in front of you. Too wide. Left side. Still there. One only. Still there. Still there. Your door. Still there. You're clear. Wreck behind you.
the heck was that? A little bit of contact going on here. I didn't thankfully make any that time.
Left side. Still there.
Still on my single screen, by the way.
Still there.
Which honestly has been super fun. Just don't tell my wife.
You're clear.
Can't see this dude at all.
One on the right side. Still there. Clear, clear, clear. On your right. Still there. Quarter.
Here we gotta stay off those sausage curbs here.
In front of you.
Those things will send your car
Clear if you need it.
to the moon. What a wild first lap. Still clean. Alright. This, I was gonna say Lambo, I guess he's a Ferrari. Quite aggressive, so I know where he's going at the end of this lap. Or I think that's the end of this straight. But yeah, heard yesterday that my profile pieces are going to be in tomorrow, so super excited to have triples again.
Still there. Clear.
Alright, pretty sure he's faster than me. Let's just tuck in and see if we can stay clean for a while here. Too early. This is the first race I've ever done at Fuji, actually. It's the first time I'd ever been here, you know, for any series, any car whatsoever. So kind of learning it this week. Actually, a little nervous to do any races because it's kind of like sneaky technical, but PRL's coming up quick, so figured I needed to get in here and do something. Thought just doing one of the races would at least give me some level of comfort with the track. Can't see him at all if he's still there. I'll tell you too, though, this is a tough week to not have your triples. Some of these long sweeping slow corners, it'd be real nice to be able to look out the window and see where that apex is. Alright, looks like we're sitting P11. It's kind of crazy.
37.8.
Long ways to go in the race, though. Definitely a cool track. I have enjoyed getting to know it, but certainly not super comfortable with it yet. This corner right here is probably one of the worst for me, and yet it's the most important. See if I can just hold the draft with these guys as long as possible. Not getting attacked here by the guys behind. Actually very curious how that corner is going to be when the tires get warm.
Very slow on the left. Keep going.
Oh, it really does help to have someone to follow. Learn their lines a little bit. Something I did find very fascinating, these guys were talking about before we grid. I guess the McLaren is extremely OP here this week. So there's quite a few of the super fast guys like Sven driving the McLaren. I don't think if I drove it, it would help me at all, to be honest. So I'm just gonna stick with my Z06.
37.729. Hey, that last lap was good. Hell, man, get a top 10, it looks like.
Also, notice too, the curbs at this track are just very slippery. Don't really want to try to accelerate too much on them. Spin the tires, lose time. Better. Got to turn my delta bar off. Enjoy it, I guess. Been trying to do without it. Just one extra thing for my eyes to look at that isn't the track. You can also jump the hell out of that curve. I'm a little too scared to do it in a race, but notice that in practice. I imagine this place would be an absolute nightmare in hot conditions. Thankfully we have a 21-degree track temp and it's overcast as can be. Imagine if it was like Watkins level conditions. Those final corners would be hellacious at best. Alright, 36.
Really good lap
Take
right
it.
there. Really good. I don't know what you did, but keep doing that.
Me neither. That's the beautiful part. Just trying to stay with these guys as best I can. Reasonable. I've never done a pit stop here either. We're gonna figure that out on the fly. I kind of was able to get in to the pits on one of my laps here in practice, but it's actually a very interesting pit entry. So I have no real clue of where the optimal place is to brake and all that sort of stuff. So we'll learn together. Be overly conservative so we don't get a penalty. Speaking of which, maybe it's time to set the pit stop. No tires, all the fuel. Let JRT figure out how much I actually need. Actually, I really need to change that. One, I've got JRT doing my auto fuel. JRT is dual real timing. It does my auto fuel for me. So as soon as I get into the pit lane, it does a calculation. It says, okay, you need X number of liters, and it does it. Which is great. It burned me once, where it underfueled me. And so after that, I bumped up the number that you can basically use as a, I don't even know what to call it, you know, brain melty while driving. but basically give you some kind of buffer, so you get a little bit more fuel than maybe it thinks you need, just in case. And so I've done that, but I've gone too far with that, so I need to bump that back down and just trust it, or just get better at figuring it out for myself. I can still utilize the output that it has on the top monitor, but then actually set the liters myself. Just haven't quite gotten there yet. Oh no, man down. Did kind of have this feeling going into this race, if you could just stay clean and complete the race, you're probably going to finish pretty well. It's going to be a tough race. Actually kind of don't like not having him there. Nice to have a reference point.
So you know, fast guys are running 35.3.
That sounds incredible. Nowhere close to that, buddy. We'll be running some low 37s through most of this race. I hope they're low 37s. A couple 39s or 39s, 36s along the way.
37.432.
Excuse me. We're on to get a little loose. Got a little Corvette bro behind me. Okay, almost lost it. Cool track though. I think they do now with the Fuji 8-hour special event, which I would have never considered before, but after kind of seeing this track, I would totally do that race. Always, never really got to do the Suzuka. I think it was a 10-hour race. Now they've switched it to Fuji 8, which I would be much more inclined to do it, that's for sure. It's a pretty cool track. Multi-class here would be insane, I would think. I assume that's multi-class. But if it is, it would be absolutely insane. Alright, sitting P9. Got a decent little gap in both directions. Yeah, of course, besides Corey. But as far as behind him and in front of me, we're on like our own little island here. Got it.
Right side. Still there. Clean.
Can't see you. I hope that little slide's not indicative of any tires degradation or anything to that extent. See if I can hold on to him. Really need that benchmark, something to reference. Helps me a ton. Easy to get way too aggressive on these curves and some of these corners. Yeah, he did that there too. Little wiggle. Alright, hopefully this guy's bad a little bit. So he certainly caught us up. Guess after my mistake and then letting him by. Uh-oh, somebody either got pit roaded or something happened there. That apex at turn 1, I mean, getting on those curbs has been pretty much a bad idea for me, but also struggle with hitting the apex of hairpins on monitors. Much easier in VR for me, but in monitors, the lack of depth perception, I struggle to do, hairpin corners very well. Not even trying to pass you, Corey. Just want to hold on to you. Everything I've seen says straddle that inside curb. In the previous corner we were just in, but I just can't do it. Like, it gets really, really loose for me. Porsche man back there seems to be handling it quite well. I am curious about what is it about the McLaren that makes it so good here. Can't say that I really understand that. The brakes a little too early there, mostly just trying not to go too deep with somebody in front of me. Fortunate. It's like classic case right there of trying to hit an apex or hit the entry way too hard and just completely compromise my exit, which is way more important. Generally everywhere, but especially right there. Makes you wonder, you know, the people that design these tracks, like, they know what they're doing. You know, they know what they're doing. So yeah, guys, I'm super, super excited to get some monitors all set up. I'm using one of the three right now, but to get the other two put together will be super nice. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, he's gonna have a good exit from that.
Right side.
Didn't mean to get on to first.
Still there. Still there.
I have no idea how close you are, but I can tell you were pretty close from the mirror.
37.8.
Don't pinch me too tight.
Still there. Still there. Clear.
Fine to give the position up, I just don't want to lose a lot of time doing it. So yes, monitor's super excited to get triples back. Being on the single has been totally fine, which honestly surprised me. There are circumstances, and that right there, like we saw, that's certainly one of them. It'd be really nice to have been able to glance over to my right and get a sense of how close he was. But for the most part, it's pretty fine. Pretty fine. Definitely lose some immersion and maybe a little sense of speed not having triples, but generally speaking, no big deal. But for me, it's the first. It was literally has been the first time in 5 years not being on triples or VR. It's kind of crazy to think about that it's been that long. Lucky me. All right, 22 minutes to go. So we're about halfway through this sucker. Need to consider when we're gonna pit. I'm not really trying to save fuel or anything, so I'll have to pit in 8 laps. Only 14 to go in the race.
37.7.
Trying to see if I pit right now. I don't, you know, it doesn't really matter. I can go as long as possible. Part of me would like to pit off sequence just so that I'm in the pit lane by myself, like pit entry, because I just don't have a great feel for how that's going to be. And I don't want to screw anybody up if I brake abruptly or something to that effect, because I'm not familiar with the pit entry. Compromise that entry a little bit, had a better exit. So simple, yet so hard. One thing you can say about this track, there are ample opportunities to overtake.
Fast guys are running 35.572.
Sounds nice, man. Note that the fast guys are like literally 10K. And this is Sven's Smurf account that's almost 10K or almost 9,700. So I guess once we get up there, we can just round it to 10K, can't we? Seems reasonable.
37.089.
Fire temps are not bad. I've been kind of curious about that. I've done full runs, but by myself. Never kind of in anger, so to speak. Just didn't really know how tire temps were going to behave. I'm extremely thankful we're not doing the chicane layout. That's some of these corners are horrendously tough to begin with. Adding that chicane to the mix is just diabolical. That's the track layout somebody gives you when they don't like you. So I appreciate the fact that we're not doing it here. A little bit better of an exit. Some of these guys are going super, super wide, which I guess I should give that a shot.
.135.
37.1, not bad.
Next car behind you is pitted.
Interesting. I wonder why they're pitting so early. Maybe for the same reason I was thinking about it. Appreciate that I have something here. I've given the Corvette to follow a little bit. I think people are starting to realize you can really go over that, the apex. Half second off. Really do need to get a sense of this pit entry. As you can see, it winds pretty hard and it comes pretty hard back to the left.
37.447.
Don't really feel any sense to pit at this point. Certainly not being held up. And I do have a nice reference point, so maybe it makes sense to just wait. Got a couple laps to do. Get back to the throttle very quickly.
Keep taking, man, as fast as you can. Fast as you can. We're about 5 out.
A little sketchy there. Trying to push it maybe just a touch too hard. I wish I knew how much time it took to get 2 tires. It'd be pretty cool to get 2 lefts. I don't know that it really matters, to be honest, but if I need 14 gallons, I mean 14 gallons is not it, but I'll need more than that by the time we pit, I would think. We need to do that math or find somebody that's already done it. What does it take to get 2? What does it take to get 4? You don't want to hit that bollard, otherwise you will get a slowdown for sure. I hope some of you guys had an opportunity to watch, or at least tune into parts of that Watkins Glen 6-hour special event that Nick and I did. It was a lot of fun. If you really want to see the most exciting stuff, honestly, the last hour was just super cool. It was unfortunate that we finished P2, spoiler alert, as opposed to winning the race. A little bit of, I wouldn't say we made an error in pit strategy or anything to that effect. It's just that it just didn't really go our way. We were out in front by quite some ways. Track was drying, and at some point in there, we needed to make a call to go to wet or go to slicks. But the people that were doing it were just suffering, and it just so happened that it dried enough to make them worthwhile by the end. But yeah, unfortunate, but a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Really enjoyed that race. Doing it with 2 people was definitely a unique experience, as opposed to doing it with, you know, maybe 3 people or whatever. We had a lot of fun. If you want to see me fully stressed out for a solid hour, go watch the last hour of that live stream. It's on my channel. Alright, so I'm kind of holding station to the guy behind me. I think he's gotten maybe a half a second on me throughout this bit here. Try not to be too lax, knowing we all still have to pit. Tires holding up quite well, so don't really feel like I'm slipping around any more than what I would expect, given some of these corners. Looks like Porsche man's getting up there. Jamie getting some spots back. He must have been involved in something early because he's still down 1 spot, even being up in 8th.
37.3.
Alright, so 2 laps before we have to pit. 8 laps to go in the race. Maybe we'll see what some of these guys do. I know I should be in 2nd gear there, but just more comfortable in 1st. Keep it straight.
Are we coming this time, Chad? Negative, next time.
I might do it just to mess with you then.
Fast guys running 35.515.
It's crazy. I think they ran a 34.9 or something in qualifying. It's just absolutely bananas. I'm guessing that car just gets phenomenal exits out of some of these slow corners. I don't know what it is, what else it would be. Makes them so good. Alright, let's do it. About as good as I'm gonna get, if I'm being honest. Alright.
5
Get that fuel.
At your mark.
Really wish he wasn't here.
You're gonna be leaving on me.
Alright, cool. Not too bad. Pretty quick stop.
Go man, go, go man, go.
Yeah, I think I got like an extra liter that I needed. Which is not much. I mean, it's still plenty close, but sometimes that half second or whatever it is, it matters.
First pit behind us. Really good job. Just save your stuff. You're doing awesome.
Have a good outlap. I think I'm gonna go over that grass. I need to go over that grass and not be in the middle almost like I was there. Like the first half of this track is so quick, and then you get here and you just feel like you're just crawling. Alright, so these guys have to pit, right? No, these guys are pit. Alright, let's see. If I have to go with the line. Good on fuel. Seems some of the guys.
7, 1, 5.
Yeah, these guys were all with me. There we go.
Very slow on the right. Right side. Clear. Right side. You're clear. Clear.
Look at that.
Leaders
Game
on
to spot in the
road.
pits. No. I was gonna give you the inside. Made the mistake. Wasn't gonna fight you for it, trying to rejoin the track.
In front of you. He's rolling.
Oh man, that's green Ferrari, man. Alright, let's roll. .921. Not a great lap. Just staying in second gear there would help me out, not sliding too much through the first corner.
In front of you. In front of you.
Thank you for holding the brakes, boys.
Keep after him.
Sure what's going on, but we'll take it. You can just keep that weight, or keep that rear end under you. Some of these corner exits makes a massive difference. Alright. We got 4 to go. Looks like we're sitting in 9th, which I'm not exactly sure how that happened.
7.359.
We'll take it.
That puts us up on the board.
I'm honestly not sure what just happened there. I think I slowed down too much. Got to get over there much earlier. I think I slowed down too much and I either got loose or I got hit a little loose. I'm not really sure. To tell you the truth, kind of blacked out. Oh, don't do that. Thought I was about to die there for a second. Thankfully he got out of it hard enough. Oh my god.
One on the right side. Still there. Still there.
Get off those curves, get exited.
Still there. Quarter.
Yeah, the sausage curves are no joke, man.
Left side.
Not gonna give you a draft.
Still there. Still there. 38.
I can't see you, so I'm coming back over. Please be back on the racing line. Awesome,
Clear,
thank you.
Clear, clear. Right side. Clear. One on the right side. Still there, your door. Still there. Clear.
Little blue. Oh, that was lucky. That was lucky. Jeez. Why don't y'all race a little bit? I'd be cool with that. Alright. This is the part where I try to get out of Dodge. Ooh. Not a very good corner. Jeez. Big mistakes. Ooh, it's not good. Definitely gonna be getting attacked this time.
Left side. Still there, door.
Yeah.
38.2.
I tried to play defense. 2 to go. Okay, I can see him a little bit.
Still there and clear. Left side. Still there, clear, clear.
Good move, good move. Love good, respectful racing. Oh man. Getting way too close to losing it here. Not sure why, to be honest.
Hey, there's a couple.
I really wish they'd fix that. I think I'm just gonna go back to the default spotter. I'm so tired of hearing that every single race.
5.687.
But he's gonna be extra careful about them sausage curves now. Alright, coming around, 1 to go. How's this gonna finish? Hopefully cleanly. I'll take a P9 and top split GT3 literally any day of the week. So please, let's just finish clean.
37.804. Right side. Still there. Clear.
Jeez, dude. I've got coming from way back. I guess he made the corner. Sure as hell wouldn't have made it if I didn't hit the brakes so hard. Definitely want to go take a look at that. Gary a little bit, no? Alright, P9. Or sorry, P10. I'll take it. I will take it. No problem with that at all. It's a pretty hectic race, honestly.
Checker flag. For whatever it's worth, man, you did a fantastic job today, bud. Really.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Work close, man, and you drove your ass off.
All right, Chad. Hey, I like your positivity all of a sudden. Let's stay on that train a little bit. So just kind of taking a look at that last lap, turn one. I wanted to see how far back he was. I knew it was a mile back. Let's see. So he at least declared what he was going to do. That's positive. And he broke a little later. Not much. But man, he was like good 2 car lengths back and just sent it in there. Sent him a little message to let him know, hey, you're lucky I didn't just close that or we both would have died. But, yeah, what are you gonna do? Let's check the results out. Right, I can tell that we've gone from daytime to nighttime in my little area. My camera is looking pretty bad, so I apologize for that. But, on the positive side, what an awesome race. That was top split, 3,400 strength of field. A nice jump in IR at 47 points and a little bump in safety rating as well. For starting 15th, finishing 10th, very easily could have been 8th, 9th. I mean, I was in a good spot. I didn't do much overtaking, if any, to be honest with you. But at the end of the day, sometimes it just takes being safe and staying in the race, man. So 1 incident point, tons of championship points. Felt like I was doing pretty solid. I mean, an average lap, pretty solid. Fastest lap, under 37. That's certainly good for me in a race condition. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that race, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.